Morning everyone. So I'm going to talk fairly quiet because it's 7 a.m. So today I'm starting episode 5, which is flying. So if you've mastered, in fact let me rephrase that. This is how I would teach one of my students. So episode 1, episode 2, episode 3 and so on. These videos are to show you how I teach my students. So I'm not teaching you, I'm telling you how I would do it with one of my students. I don't want them to come across as flying lessons on the internet for obvious reasons. So anyway, flying. So today, so going back, if you've mastered episode 1, forward launches, and episode 2, reverse launches, then you're ready to start flying. So we've just done the episode, excuse me, taking off. And now today we're going to do flights. So with flights, what I would say to a student is, they're all on launch. We do half an hour of warming up, ground handling, just so they're all ready with the day. And then with flights, what I would do is I would say to the students, on the front of the hill, we'd talk about the taking off procedure again, so they've got it in their head. Before they even fly, I would then ask them, do you want to fly? Are you feeling good? Do you want to have a fly today? To make sure they've got nothing on their mind, they're not feeling a bit ill, they're not feeling ropey, they're not feeling scared. So I'd always ask the students, do you want to fly? Are you happy? And obviously it's always yes. Who doesn't want to fly? Then for their first flights, I will do a flight plan. I will tell them where I want them to go on takeoff, whether I want them to take off and go to the right and land over here, or to the left and land over here. And we talk about the landing approach. At 6 or 7 foot high, you stand up out of the harness. No tight turns when you're low down. For the first 2 or 3 flights, there's no tight turns anyway. They're all very gentle, big, slow flowing maneuver turns. You never turn tight when you're low down. And then I'll talk to them about the flare, when to start the flare and to hold the flare and to make sure your legs are awake, your undercarriage is down. You don't want to be landing on your backside. That's not very good. You want to be landing on your legs, on your feet. You want to run out. If you're a fast landing approach, you want to run it out, etc., etc. So yeah, that's the sort of talk I do with the students before they go. So this video is on first flights. Enjoy. Okay, it's 9 a.m. Stunning morning. So I'm meeting the students at 10 a.m. at the car park as usual. The hill we're going to is just there in the mist. The mist will burn off in the next hour or so. But what a morning. What a beautiful morning. So let's go. All right, on site, quick demo, and also to feel out the conditions. So I'm leaning forward and I've got my arms back. No running because it's blowing a gale. Wind speed is about 12 to 15 miles per hour at the moment. Once you've mastered episode 1 and 2, the flying is the easy bit. It really is. Of course, there are a couple of exams fairly simple to do, and there are ridge rules and extra things like that you need to learn that we will teach you along the way. The whole course is only 10 days. It's definitely better this side. I'll do another one. As I say, demos are a must. Just going to get it nice and square before you turn. So whichever way it falls, you step and brake.
So if it falls to you, like I'll step and brake and it'll come back, then you can turn. And then it's just on and off with the pressure. And when you launch, your arms come back and you lean forward for the run. The wind's dropped now. I definitely don't want to go down. So whenever it falls, you've got to step as well as steer. So it falls to you, I step to you and brake the opposite way. Got to be nimble on your feet, you know. Here comes the wind. And then lean forward and brake pressure there. A little bit of brake pressure as you run.
As I keep saying, I really do like to do demonstrations for the students. I think it really does help showing what I'm trying to say.
It's actually very smooth, it's just a bit gusty. Forward. And if there's a high side, see the wing's a bit higher to the right, I'm going to step to it and it'll square up. Foot forward. And I only ever, in the wind, I only ever use my fingertips for the pull. Put it like this, if you were a student, this would be too windy, if I'm honest. We don't want to break your confidence. Not, you probably haven't got a lot already at the moment. So I think it's too windy if I'm honest. Anyway, watch the pull, gentle pull. Let go. Yeah, it's too windy for you, Jesus. Anyway, pitch control, because it's windy, I'm going to keep centre of gravity low now. I'm going to keep squatted because I don't want to take off. Look at my hands, I'm still keeping it steered. Small movements. I want to take off now, so watch the arms and the body. Arms back, body forward, run, brake pressure. Too much, look, too much, I'm landing. It's because I had too much. Again, release, now a little bit, and you're away. It's windy now.
I do also teach more advanced flying skills, windy ground handling, windy flying, windy launches, etc. So if you want to do any of that with me, just send Sean an email on the website.
Pretty windy that is. This is only 18 metre. What's yours, 26? I mean, I'm hovering on an 18 metre. This is where you got to be careful on landing. Don't want to get dragged into rocks. Oh, this is howling now. See, when you touch, you got to get centre of gravity low. Turn, punch them hard.
Okay, we've moved to another part of the hill now because the wind has slightly changed direction. So I'm going to do another demo now for the students. Wind has slightly dropped, so this is where the kiting comes in useful. I'm kiting my way back up the hill now, back into the wind zone. If you've not already watched it, watch the kiting episode. That's what I'm doing now. Comes a snatch launch, no A's touched at all, just lean backwards, no brakes, and brake at the top. Works great in high winds. Every time I take off, I already know which way I'm going to turn. So on this takeoff, I know I'm going to go left down the ridge. Whenever you take off, you want to know which way you're going to go. Like that. And yet again the wind has dropped, so here comes a side landing. I will cover these in one of the episodes in the future. Side landing, there. Twist around, straight into the kiting position now, so I'm now in kiting mode. And again, as I say, brilliant for walking back up the hill, back into the wind zone. Okay, bit of kiting now. This isn't for launching, this is literally just kiting. For positioning yourself, walking up the hill, walking on objects, etc. As I say, I've covered this in the kiting episode. This is just a bit of fun. And another snatch launch. Not touching the A's, foot forward, brakes on, lean forward, no brakes, lean back. Just like that. Okay, this is important one. Pre-flight checks. The right brake is twisted the wrong side of this pilot's riser. Watch what happens. It ruins his launch. Right hand. We're watching the right hand. Watch. Good launch. Stops it nicely. Gets it under control. All good. Turns. Watch his right hand here. Twisted the wrong side of the riser and now it's gone wrong. Make sure you do your pre-flight checks. Do I leave this launch in? Because he is a mate. Yeah, I do. He gets into his pod a bit soon here. I knew this was coming. And there needs a bit of sink.
Thanks for that, Mike. I knew you were going to land. Mike, no, he did that on purpose. Yeah, he just wanted to make me some money. That's what real mates do, Jeff, so get rigged. Yeah, that's what it is, Mike, it drops. To be fair, it has actually dropped a little bit. Just being kind. Bet you couldn't do it twice. At least none of us take the mick.
I would. Yeah, I'll be on Facebook tonight.
With the ridge soaring, this yellow wing now is turning out away from the hill. So as you're flying along the ridges, you always turn out into the open, into the valley. You never turn in because you'll hit the hill. So now you'll see the yellow wing flying towards this chap. The yellow wing has right of way because the ridge is on his right. So the chap that's just flown over the camera's got to keep out of his way. And now he's past him, so he can go back. So if the ridge is on your right, you have the right of way. So now this pilot, the ridge is on his left. So if anyone flies towards him, he needs to move out of the way. Same as this pilot, his ridge is on the left. So if the yellow wing turns towards him now, he's got to give right of way. If the ridge is on your left, you must give way. Okay, this is Martin, one of my ex-students. He passed with me, I don't know, a few months ago. I lose track of them all. But he's doing a Cobra launch. Quite an advanced launch technique, but he really nails it, look. Starts to go, but doesn't feel there's enough lift, so he just stops here, look. Just practices his pitch control and roll control, keeps the glider under control before he goes. He's waiting till it feels good before he runs off the hill. This is why we teach so much ground handle work before we fly you. We've got to get you good at this before you fly. Flying is easy. This is the bit you've got to nail. Perfect lane, perfect run, blast into the sky. Spot on. Wonder who taught him. And another day walking up with the students and the pilots, and look at the clouds underneath the hill in the valleys. Beautiful. This is going to be a great day.
Pull and run. Now run. See? Almost professional, Charlie.
Almost.
Brake pressure there.
That was a lovely launch by Charlie. Wind speed is about 15 miles an hour. So he's just going to run off to the left and go and do a bit of ridge soaring for a while. Next up is Matt. Great launch by Matt there. Matt actually passed the course on this day, so he's a happy boy. Not silly close. That's good, man. That's really nice. Just drift over to the hill. Just drift over to the hill. Really great, man. So Matt's having an absolute ball here, just ridge soaring the hill.
You've passed.
All right, let's see how this thing Cobra launches. Well, feels nice. Don't sit down too soon in case you re-land. Oh, it's quite breezy actually. It didn't feel very windy. It's actually a bit breezy. This is Mike, one of my ex-students. He passed the course about 2 weeks ago. Great semi-Cobra launch, really good control. This is why I push people to ground handle. 15-mile-an-hour wind. He's only passed 2 weeks ago. Look at that for control. Good lean forward, arms back. It's quite windy. Great control. It's probably going to have to run again here, I think.
Just coming in on an angle to give myself a runway. Don't go too far. I want to land by you. Keep my eye on the spot. I'm still high, so I'm going to go back a little bit.
So what I'm doing here is I'm doing S turns to lose altitude. So I'm running off to the left and then I'm going to come back to the right. I'll do a few of these just to scrub off my height to top land. Typically I've just hit lift again, as you can see, so I'm just going to bring the big ears in just to get down out the lift band. So I'm just going to hold these in for a second or two and then I'll pop them out for top landing.
So I want to lose a bit more height, so I'm just going to do some small right and lefts here, look. Just literally that. You almost do it before the glider reacts, see? Just because it's a bit windy. So I'm just wobbling the glider down, look. No sharper than that. Because I know it's windy, I'm going to twist and turn and kill it really, like my life depends on it, watch. So just feel it down, don't flare too much because it's loads of wind. So watch as I touch, get my centre of gravity low, turn, punch and run.
And here comes Mike for his top landing. He's been up nearly an hour now. Beautifully judged, look, a couple of little S turns. Just a few small gentle left and right S turns, and now he's going to slow it down. Slows it down here, stand up, hold the flare. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. And then he kites it, because he's in the fern there and he doesn't want to drop the wing in the fern. He's just kited it out of the fern into the grassy area before he drops it down. So Charlie's just going to have a fly again. So the briefing of what I've just given them, if we just come to the front of the hill just while he's getting ready, the briefing, you should always know where you're going to bottom land. And this particular face of the hill,
the bottom landing is this little bit here where you can see the trench. So if you go down, that's where you land. You always want to know where you've got a bottom land, just in case you don't stop up. But there's lots of wind now. It's picked up again from earlier on. So fingers crossed, he should have a good fly. So Charlie's going to go first. I passed Charlie out about 3 months ago. And then Chris on the blue wing to the right of him. This is his day one for hill flying. He's only ever done winch flying at one of my friend's schools. So he's come to me for conversion from winch to hill. So we'll just see how Charlie gets on the red wing. And if he stays up easy, then we're going to launch Chris. So the wind is just a tiny degree now from the left.
Yeah.
So when you take off and go left, that'll be the good run.
Okay.
This run will be a bit quicker
Yeah.
because you'll be going slightly with it. And then when you turn here and go back, it'll be the slow run, just because it's a degree off. On that corner there, Charlie, works really well. As you drift that way, it's quite steep just there. Yeah, this is definitely soarable now. Can you see what I've done with your wing as well?
Yeah.
I've just rolled it a few times so there's weight. So it'll sit still. This is a perfect position having it side on because the wind's rushing through it. If you had it sort of semi-open that way, it's just going to be bouncing and going. Really nice, really good, man. Ace launch, well done. See how he gets on. I think you'll have a good fly now. You can get off. What we'll do for you, Chris, is we'll come a bit lower. Just help me get this wall sorted. Okay. So take that rear as well as your brake. Hold that rear on and that rear. Them are like your handbrakes.
Okay.
That'll keep it planted down. Keep them on. Do you want you to get a feel of what you can hold the wing in?
Yeah.
Right. Walk backwards now, slightly this way. So I had to help Chris launch then. It got a little bit breezy. It's only his day one with me in wind. He's only done winch flying where you launch in no wind. So I don't really like helping people off. They should do it themselves. Okay, back you come. Well done. So keep an eye on Charlie. That's it, keep him out front of Charlie. But I helped him off. Bottom line, I helped him off. I just didn't want him to get dragged. But anyway, he's up now. His launch this morning was brilliant, but he's flying ever so well. My friend up at Darley Moor, Andy, has taught him really well. His ground handling and his flying and his weight shift's brilliant. So he's not going to take long to pass the hill conversion. Happy days. Brilliant flying, well done. Same pattern to the end before you come back. Look before you turn. So just so you remember now, the ridge now is on your left. So if someone was flying at you, you've got to move out. In a minute when you go back towards Charlie, you'll have the ridge on your right. So Charlie's going to move out. So as you can see, he's almost at the end of the ridge, look. Those rocks at the end there are the end of the ridge, so he'll start to come back now, look. So he's leaning right as well as braking right. And there's the turn. Simple as that. So that's called weight shift. That's it. So you have right away now, but you're much higher, lower than Charlie anyway, so it's all good. Don't go out too far though, because you'll be at the bottom. Get back on the ridge. Okay, wind has dropped, so come on back, turn out, come back. We're going to top land you on this run towards me. So come on back along the ridge, turn left and come back. That's good. So this time, rather than staying out on the ridge, you're going to come a little bit more in toward the hill. There, straight at me now. Stand up. slightly a degree up there. Perfect. Just wait for the ground. Once you touch, twist and punch the brakes hard. Just you got loads of time. A little bit more into the hill. There. Wait for the ground. Last 2 foot you're going to turn out. Turn out a little bit. Turn out. Hit the brakes hard. 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 Boom. Top landing. Boom. First top landing. Okay, Chrissy's third flight, all on his own, launching himself in 15-mile-an-hour wind. Here we go. All right, dude, go for it. Commit to the launch. Let it come up, let it come up. Turn and go, turn and go, turn and go. Gently left. What a lot of people do is they pull up and they take their time turning. And when you're on launch, you've got to get turned and going. If you want a ground handle, go and ground handle on the top. But when you're on launch, turn and go. That was his first unassisted launch, day one. That's only day one hill flying, not day one flying. He's got his ticket. He's just come to me for the hill conversion. He's doing very well. Great launch by Charlie. Keep going to the end. Keep left a bit more, a little closer again now, before you come back. Yeah, back you come. I'd probably go back again in a second. This is the face that's working the best. Brilliant flying. Brilliant flying. Yeah, you gained height now. What a fantastic day. Chris has had an amazing day. He's still up. This is his fourth flight now, I think. Simulating top landings here. After this, he does an amazing top landing. He's had a really good day for his first day with me. I just don't think there's any hobby as good as this. All the hobbies I've done in my life, nothing gets close to paragliding. It's just bloody awesome. Just the wind and yourself. Okay, smoothly round you come. We're going to land where you landed last time. Round you come, gentle. Come back along the ridge a bit more, slightly more to me now. A bit more to me, a bit more. There. Wait for the ground, slightly turn into wind the last foot. Slightly into wind the last foot. Gentle. Hold the flare. Very good. Boom. Very good. First up, last to land, here comes Charlie for a top landing. So because there's plenty of wind, he's able to slow it down a little bit more than you would on a light wind landing. He's got quite a bit of brake pressure on here because the wind is blowing about 15 miles an hour. So he's just using his pitch control to slow himself down. Look, bit of brake on, bit of brake off, bit of brake on. Holding it. Beautiful, Charlie. Well done, Charlie. Beautiful landing. So join the channel now and join the members only area. See videos before anybody else and ask any questions you like. Also, if you want any flying equipment, contact Sean on the website and tell us your subscriber name and get special discounts to all our YouTube fans. The next video will be episode 6, landings. I just want to thank all of you subscribers. It's absolutely blown us away how the channel's going. Thank you all so much. Keep an eye on the website for 2026 holidays as well. They will be going on around about Boxing Day. We also have a massive amount of second-hand paragliders in stock, as well as harnesses, helmets, varios, reserves. We sell all brands of paragliding equipment. And if you don't already subscribe, hit that bottom right hand button